A landmark agreement between every level of government will aim to tackle Australia's housing affordability crisis by building 1 million new homes over 5 years. Called the National Housing Accord, the agreement is designed to incentivize the construction of cheap housing in popular regions and will start from 2024. Much of Australia's housing affordability crisis has been caused by a lack of supply, as a greater number of prospective buyers compete for the same properties. Follow live coverage of the federal budget from 7:30 p.m. at 9 News. .com.au. Watch the budget being handed down here in the federal budget to be handed down tonight. Treasurer Jim Chalmers will argue that the National Housing Accord will even the balance between supply and demand in the property market, making it easier for first-time buyers to purchase in the area they want to live. The Albanese government will contribute $350 million to the scheme, promising to deliver 10,000 affordable homes over 5 years from 2024. The funding will also incentivize superannuation funds and other institutional investors to make investments in social and affordable housing by covering the gap between free market rents and those incentivized by the government. All state and territory governments have agreed to sign up to the accord, collectively pledging to match the federal government's promise of 10,000 affordable homes. The COVID-19 pandemic supercharged an already overheated property market in Australia, as lockdowns and record low interest rates created a wave of new buyers. Property prices across the country increased by more than 20% over 2 years, consequently driving the vacancy of rental properties to a record low. Read more. Why are Australia's interest rates still rising? Now, as interest rates rise, house prices are correcting, but recent buyers are finding themselves having to deal with mortgage repayments as much as $1,500 extra a month from when they first bought. Australia's housing crisis explained. Supply versus demand. Australia's property market has typically always been expensive on a global scale. Previous governments have attempted to ease the burden facing Australians wishing to purchase a property, typically by creating attractive policies that would allow first homebuyers to enter the market with a small deposit. While this helps a limited selection of buyers, it does little to address the real problem driving up housing affordability, supply and demand. Incentivizing new buyers into the market is important, but it effectively drives up demand without addressing supply at all. A lower-priced property in a desirable area that may have traditionally struggled to sell would suddenly have dozens of cashed-up buyers, who would compete for the purchase and again drive up prices. In an ideal economic world, supply would rise evenly with demand, but as construction costs soar and tradies struggle to find apprentices, that's a proposition that's easier said than done.